Thank you very much. So this has been a very great talk show with Eddie Okila here. I would say that first, when you think about Build Uganda, Buy Uganda, Build Uganda, we live in a free market economy. So people are going to buy your products not because it is Ugandan. No, they're going to buy your product because they love the product, because there is value that they want to get out of that product. So make sure that you're building for the customer and that it meets the standard that the customer expects. Then the customer falls in love with the product and they're hooked. They're your customer forever. Now, they happen to be Ugandan, you happen to be Ugandan. Eventually, we are building Uganda. Yeah, that's one thing. The other thing is be creative in your business. Adapt to change. You know, look at all the changes. Ask yourself, what has changed in the past 5 years, or what has not changed in the past 5 years? That's also a very good question to ask, and then respond to that change or that thing that hasn't changed. You know, COVID has happened. There are a lot of things that have changed currently. People are now adapting to working remotely. You're a company, you're still asking people to come to the physical office 9 to 5. Maybe that needs to change. Maybe they need to come in a few days in a week, you know. Now you need to change your processes to allow for people to work from home even past COVID. So these are the changes. Your customers, you still want them to come to the banking hall? Maybe not, you know. Probably they can do some of these things that you require them to come to the banking hall remotely through digital channels that are existent, like WhatsApp, like Facebook, or even your website, you know. We have House of Talent here, it's broadcasting, and it doesn't have all the traditional broadcasting infrastructure that a TV station traditionally has. But here you are, you know, watching us, and you're watching us through all these channels that we have thought about and we are using. Yes, so adapt to the change, look at the things that haven't changed. If they haven't changed, then you know, build your business accordingly. Yeah, so that is my little piece of advice, and I'm also happy to receive some of the advice that you already have.
Richard, welcome to Creative Industry Talk. How are you this morning?
I'm very fine. You just reminded me. I've lost money.
Yes, you've lost money.
I've not shared with him.
Yes, he said, whenever you do a skit, just send me and send the invoice immediately. Yeah. And I said, wow, I wish I would have a talent and gift like Richard, where I don't have to work very hard and the money just finds me.
Boss, we sweat.
I know. But welcome to the program, Richard. We want to say thank you very much. And how have you been?
I've been okay.
Yeah.
I have constantly been COVID negative.
Okay.
Yeah. I assume.
That's a very good one. Yes.
I've not tested in a long time.
Yes.
But we're okay. A lot has changed.
Yeah.
We have tried to change with the change.
Yes.
Yes. And along the way, you know, you discover here, you lose here. But we stay above the water.
Yes, yes. I just want to take you straight to Richard, to the first question we always ask on the Creative Industry Talk. Who is Richard Tuwangje if I am looking for you? Are you Ugandan? If yes, what are the values define you as Ugandan? Yes, that question is usually a question that gets so many people punching on the streets of Kampala and across the world. If you ask them a question, who are you?
Yeah.
Some people assume that everyone knows them.
Yeah.
And yes, we see you on TV every other day. Yes, we see you all across Africa. But who is Richard in a nutshell?
That is a very difficult question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because personally, I believe some people's values change along the way.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, life is a game of, you know, discovery and rediscovery of self. But personally, I believe, plainly put, Richard Tuwangje is a Ugandan who is a multifaceted entertainer.
Yeah.
Who has his hands in not just one thing, actor, comedian. I don't know whether I should call myself a singer. Yeah, I think I'm safe calling myself a singer, not a musician.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to sample that song already.
Yeah, are you serious?
We're on the video to talk.
So I do a bit of music. I'm a producer on a wider scale because well, most of the art I do, I also produce.
Yeah.
Some with a team, some alone.
Yeah.
And as a human being, I stand for good for all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That right there is quite a deep statement. I stand for good for all. I would like to take this moment, first of all, to welcome everyone to the Creative Industry Talk from all across the world. Thank you very much, all our brothers and sisters in the United States of America. I hope you did not jump on that plane and you're part of the 600 people from Afghanistan, you know. And of course, to all the creative people all across the world, we want to say thank you very much and welcome to the space for the creative right here in Kampala, the capital city of Uganda, going to the rest of the world. Richard,
Yes.
welcome to the show. And now that we know you and now that we understand who you are, just away from seeing you on TV, our topic on the Creative Industry Talk today is about creativity for business success in Uganda.
Yeah.
Creativity for business success in Uganda. When we posted this yesterday, a lot of people wrote back and they were asking, creativity for business success in Uganda? They don't even understand what creativity is. Now you are putting the mix of success in it. And I mean, how are we going to do it? So I said, well, we will have to have a discussion about this. And of course, we're going to be joined by Faizo Chiwewa. We were supposed to be joined by, Jeremy Biemanzi from Nomad Advertising. But unfortunately, Jeremy has got an emergency that needs to attend to. He will be joining us next week.
Okay.
And of course, we want to take a moment to welcome Faizo Chiwewa all the way in the outside countries. How are you doing in the cold?
Thank you so much, Eddie. I am okay. I just arrived like 5 minutes ago in Antwerp. It's I would say the capital of the Flanders in Belgium. So it's where I am, and I had to find my way to get to the show. So I'm very excited to join you guys.
Very much, Faizo. Thank you very much, Faizo, first of all, for joining us. I hope you have had a very good ride on the train. In Uganda here, when we talk about the train, we only remember in the 60s. I don't know whether Richard... Our train hasn't yet been...
I know nothing about trains in Uganda. I just read. What I see down there below Ginger Road, I think those are just carriers, you know.
Wow.
Train has...
Yes, and when my uncle tells me the trains were good, so seeing Faizo ride on the train in Europe is quite an amazing stuff. But gentlemen, welcome to the show. So today we want to just ride straight to this, discussion. I want to give you a context, Richard. There is artistic creativity.
Yes.
And there is a more general kind of creativity that we see in people that could also be called the ingenuity, innovation, the lateral thinking outside the box. We've heard people talk about this very much, or simply the problem solver.
Yes.
And we are going to mix the two together to basically find what is best for us in our discussion today. We're talking about creativity for business in Uganda and the success. But the context here is that creativity in business is a nifty way of thinking that always inspires people, challenges people, and also help people to find innovative solutions that create opportunities that we always use in our day-to-day life, okay?
Yes.
And of course, opportunities out of problems are key, and we're talking about the pandemic situation right now. The COVID-19 has brought, a challenge in the industry. But how are we turning these opportunities and challenges to actually create opportunity to solve the problems that we have or we had already before?